Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First carry for James Conner. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he stopped immediately there. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Love. Wide open receiver complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with
touchdown, Indianapolis! T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sutton now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. After the interception, it's Love, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Locke. Looking deep here for Ebron. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On second down, here's Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Be right.
From the gun, here's Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let it roll, let it roll. 675. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
On 1st and 10, Locke steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Lynch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
To your right. Right, 622. Right, 674.
Here's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully...
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now Roethlisberger. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking deep, and he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, Rudolph forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Sutton now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot. That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now look at this.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He gets it to Brown. Good play. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Rudolph throwing on second down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Watching that, Barney!
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Luck. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Locke. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He got 29 yards that time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. On second down, here's Rudolph. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Buying time to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Locke. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the... He's got him in! Complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, it's Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Rudolph. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Forced out to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On 1st down, Rudolph. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Rudolph on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Got some room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Hines, he's trying to carve out a bigger role in that Indy backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Luck gonna throw it. He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Rudolph. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rudolph on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Open man is Switzer, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Rudolph going to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Throwing now, Luck. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Locke being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young flying